Hi friends, I am Santatto from Star Digitech. Today I will talk about artificial intelligence. The term artificial intelligence is coined by Mr. John McAfee in 1956. Mr. McAfee was an American scientist. He was a computer and cognition scientist. Still today, he has been considered as the father of artificial intelligence. So what is AI or what is artificial intelligence? Today, instead of giving you the technical jargons, I will give you simple real life examples so that you can understand what it is. So now what is AI? Artificial intelligence is a technique which enables the machine to mimic human behavior. In simple terms, you can say it's a simulation of human intelligence and human ability to respond to a situation or an environment. And the goal of that AI is to make machines learn and think. So now, as I said, I will give you an example for that. So the example which I will give you, that is of a self-driving car or autonomous car. You will be surprised to hear that autonomous car was first launched in 1980. So, but those cars were not like today's driverless car which is running on the road. Those autonomous cars were specially designed for factory floor in a guided, secure environment, where in the factory floor they will have the specific route map. The car has to move through that specific route and pick material. It is basically used for logistics purposes, to bring carry material from one part of the factory to another part, one section to another section. And these autonomous vehicles were fitted with the route map, location map, and everything was there. And programming was done as a conditional programming. So I will explain what the conditional programming is. Suppose the vehicle is going on a route A, and suppose there is obstacle in between. So what it will do? Then if there is obstacle, then it will take route B, or it will be diverted to another route. Suppose it is going for a material, to take a material from a rack, and the rack is empty. The rack 1 is empty. Then it will go to rack B or rack 2. So if this happen, then that should happen. This kind of programming is called conditional programming or if-then programming. The similar programming even today we do in PLC and drive. If there is a smoke, then pump should run. So this is if-then programming. So now you can imagine if I put that autonomous car into the normal road, normal traffic conditions. You cannot count the number of if-then. There's an n number, huge number of, infinite number of if-then are there. So it is practically not possible to do the if-then programming for a car which is running in normal road. So that time scientist has predicted that autonomous car for the road will never be a possibility. Yes, obviously in that route if-then programming it would not be a possible. It was not possible. But after invention of AI, now it is possible. Why? Because you can observe that normal drivers can learn to ride a car. The same way, if the machine can learn, then only it is possible. So here what happens, these cars are learning from the past data or the past data of a expert driver. So they learn from it, and accordingly they can run the driverless car. So now I will explain the features of those machines which is having the AI enabled into it. So there are basically 5 features. First one is your perception. These machines, AI enabled machines, can perceive. They can perceive a situation, they can perceive an environment. The perception is the first facility these machines are having. Second one is pattern recognition. They can recognize the pattern of a shape, size, voice, audio, video. The pattern recognition facility is there. Third one is reasoning. They can understand the steps or the sequence of the steps to reach a goal. That is there. Then is language, natural language processing. They can understand human language of different language, different voice, different tone, timbre, bass. They can understand it. And the fifth one is learn and experience. Yes, these machines can learn from the past experience or the past data and can have the experience and work according to that. These are the 5 features or the benefits of the machines which is having AI. Now there comes machine learning and the deep learning. So many of the people are confused about these 3 terms: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. What are these? is there same or the different, how they performs or how these are arranged. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence and deep learning is a subset of machine learning. For some task, writing an algorithm, you can write an algorithm, you can develop an algorithm. The algorithm can define the steps to achieve the task or to solve the problem. But when the task or the problem is complex, so only the algorithm cannot solve it. Even for the complex task, it is not possible for a human being to precisely define each step. So in that case, it turned out that it is far easier to teach the computer to learn by themselves by providing abundant data. So here you will provide the data, the computer will learn. Here comes the machine learning. Basically, goal of a AI or artificial intelligence is to mimic human behavior. This is the goal. How to do it? What are the techniques? Machine learning is one of the technique to do it. Deep learning is another technique to do it. Machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. It builds a mathematical model based on the sample data, also called training data or learning data, in order to learn and predict based on the data without being programmed for it. And main philosophy of machine learning is you need not to give instruction, you will give data. Based on the data, the machine learning will arrive to its own instruction. Accordingly, it will do it. And here also I will give you one example. Suppose the task is to identify a dog. You have to recognize a dog. This is the task. So now how can you do it? You have to teach the machine. How you will teach the machine? You have to feed n number of the data to the machines. Suppose you have to feed the pictures of dog. There are different kind and type of dog are there. So you have to feed the data, the pictures of the dog. So now the volume of the data is directly proportional to the preciseness of the decision or preciseness of the prediction. I've checked in internet one example of this prediction of a dog face. So there they explain that you have to feed at least 5,000 to 8,000 number of pictures of 133 different breeds of dog. In that case only it will give you a okay performance. I'll give you another real life example. That is my iPad. So here everybody has a style of writing. So I have a specific type of writing and that is not good. Normal people may not understand that my handwriting style. But this machine has learned to understand my handwriting. Suppose I am visiting to a customer, I am taking some notes. The moment I complete it, it decodes my handwriting to doc, to PDF, and also it does mail to me. So here also the machine learning works. So my point is, machine learning is that technology where it learns over the data. Now deep learning. What is deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of machine learning which uses the multiple layer structure and which progressively extracts the higher level of information in each layer from the raw input data. It works on the multiple layer structure data processing. This structure is similar to the human neural network. That's why we also call it artificial neural network. And this network, at the starting there is a starting layer or entry layer. This layer is called input data layer. Here the raw input is fed. Then this data goes through the different layer. These are called hidden layer, H1, H2, Hn. And then comes the final layer or the output layer or resultant layer. So there we get the decision or prediction, whatever. And this looks like human neural network, as I said, and each node in layer is called, it is look like a human neuron. It is also called, that's why it is called the artificial neurons. And the deep learning, the term deep refers to the depth of the layers, the numbers of the layers, and it depends on the task. And here also I will give you one example to explain it properly. Suppose you are doing a task of recognition of a face from an image. The input raw data is in pixel or matrix. Now in the first layer, the first layer will abstract the pixel and encode the edges. Then there comes the second layer. when the data move to second layer. The second layer will compose and encode the arrangements of edges. Then comes the third layer. Third layer may recognize that there is a eye and there is a nose in the picture. Then comes the fourth layer. Fourth layer may recognize that there is a face or the picture contains a face. Then fifth, sixth, accordingly it will goes to the final layer. So this is the way it happens. I will give one picture here where you can understand how it happens. So this is the deep learning, and the difference between machine learning and deep learning is that deep learning can handle more. Basically, it handles more data than machine learning. It handles more complex tasks than machine learning. The deep learning is more precise than machine learning. And another one is it is having the feature extraction facility. That is the machine learning and the deep learning, both these algorithm builds a mathematical model. Here in the machine learning you have to fit the features in the model, but in the deep learning it arrives to its own features based on the data. So this is the basics of artificial intelligence, machine learning and the deep learning. I have cleared the basics. So again I will say it's a huge subject. It is really tough to summarize everything in one video. I tried my best. Hope it will help you. You can understand from it. And thank you for your attention. Bye till my next video. Thank you.